Hello all, I'm Guna Madhivanan from Officers IAS Academy. Friends, we are coming up with an exclusive live quiz program based on current affairs targeting 2024 prelims on a weekly basis. So every Saturday at 6 p.m. in our Officers Path channel, we will be coming up with this live quiz program. So how to participate? So for which you have to install an mobile application. So go to either App Store or the Google Play Store to download this application named Kahoot application. Download and install it. Right. So every Saturday at 6 p.m. in the live video, I will be giving you a 7-digit PIN. So you have to enter that 7-digit PIN in your installed application. In the Kahoot application, you have to enter that 7-digit PIN. Or we will give you a QR code. If you are not interested in installing the application, you can scan the QR code in the web browser. You can open the web page. In that you can enter this 7-digit PIN number and you can participate in this quiz program. So once you enter the 7-digit number, the application will ask you to give a username. So you have to give your username. Followed by your username, please give your last 4 digits of your mobile phone number. For example, my username is Guna8990, the last 4 digits of my phone number. So like that you can create your own username. That's all. You are ready to participate in the quiz. So in the live video, I will be showing you the question. The question will be followed by 4 options as usual, A, B, C, D. The 4 options will have a color code, right? So option A, red color, option B, blue color, option C, green color, option D, yellow color. So the 4 options will have 4 different color codes. So in your mobile phone, you have installed the Kahoot application, right? So the Kahoot application in your phone, in your device, it will show you 4 colored box, only 4 colored box. Only in the video which you are watching, in that live video, I will give you the question, followed by that 4 option I will be giving you. That 4 option will have a color code, right? So if you are going to choose A as the right answer, then A has red color, then in your mobile phone you will have a red colored box. You have to choose that. That's all. If the answer which you have chosen is correct, and if you have chosen that quickly, for every question we will give you 60 seconds. Assume that I am choosing A is the right answer, and I am choosing within 20 seconds, within 10 seconds, based on how quickly I choose the question. I have to choose the correct one and I have to choose it as early as possible. So the one who is choosing at the earliest will be given more points. So if I am choosing in 20 seconds, I will be given more points. If someone is choosing at 30 seconds, then relatively lesser points, right? So this is how the quiz will work. So at the end of the program, we will show you the leaderboard. Between the questions also, I will show you the leaderboard. At the end, I will show you the final leaderboard. The one with more number of points will be given a certificate, right? The idea of the quiz program is to provide you a real-time experience of solving the questions along with that competitive environment, right? I hope this program adds more value to your preparation. So along with this, we have a daily current affairs hit list series, daily answer rating initiative. So all these initiatives will give you a competitive edge in your 2024 prelims as well as mains, right? I hope this adds more value to your preparation. So see you in the quiz. Till then, bye, take care.
Hello everyone, welcome to the Officers IAS Academy General Quiz. I am Mohanapriya and I am a faculty here at OIA. So I'll be the host for today's quiz. So for those who are here for the very first time, let me tell you that this general quiz happens every Wednesday at 6 p.m. and there is a UPSC quiz which happens every Friday at 6 p.m. You are free to participate. For participating, you can use the Kahoot app and there's a 7-digit PIN okay, which is displayed on the screen. You can join via that, or you can scan the QR code and you can join. Okay, so today we'll be having 15 questions, each question having 4 options, and you will be given 30 seconds time for each of the questions. Okay, so without any delay, let us begin today's quiz. So people are joining, so kindly join fast and let us start the quiz. So let's move to the first question. So the first question is, coral has a symbiotic relationship with zooxanthellae. What kind of organism is zooxanthellae? So you have 4 options. First option is microscopic algae. Second option is microscopic fungi. Third is macroscopic algae, and the fourth one is microscopic protozoa. So come on quick, 30 seconds is the time limit for this particular question. So you have to be really quick in order to gain the top score in the scoreboard. Yes, so the time is up and here we have the answers. So the answer for this question is microscopic algae. So before we look at the scorecard, let me tell you a quick brief about this coral polyps. So coral polyps are tiny marine invertebrates which are found mostly in the tropical waters, and they are non-photosynthetic organisms and they are immobile, meaning they cannot move, and however they need some source of nutrition for them to survive. So that is where the role of this zooxanthellae comes into picture, and zooxanthellae is a microscopic algae, meaning it is photosynthetic and it can prepare the food. So what happens is there is a symbiotic relationship which starts building between this coral polyp and this zooxanthellae. Zooxanthellae will provide the required nutrition for this coral polyp, and coral polyp in return will provide a safe accommodation for this zooxanthellae. So what we are seeing is both of these organisms are mutually benefiting from each other, and that is why there is a symbiotic relationship which exists. Okay, so that is why the answer for this question is microscopic algae, and most of you have given the right answers. So we have 22 people who have given the right answers. Good. So now let us look at the scoreboard. Okay, so here we have the scoreboard. So Anandi has topped this particular question, okay, then followed by Isaac. Sujit gets the 3rd place, Karthik and Madhu. Good job all of you, and the rest of you also, you can still catch up. Okay, we have 14 more questions. Okay, so be fast, be quick. Let us move to the next question. So the next question, question number 2. MRI is a diagnostic technique that uses which of the following to generate detailed images of the inside of the body? So this is the question, and here we have the options. Ionizing radiation, option B is strong magnetic field and radio waves. Third option is ultrasound waves, and the fourth option is contrast dye. Yes, so 15 seconds. So you have to be little quick in order to gain the top positions. Come on, fast fingers is what is needed. So time is up, and here we have the answer. So the answer is strong magnetic field and radio waves. So MRI is a medical device that we use in order to get the detailed images of various tissues, organs and muscles in our body. So magnetic resonance imaging uses strong magnetic field and radio waves. It does not use any ionizing radiation. So you might have seen it, and it is like a tube, and the patients are made to go into the tube, and there is a strong magnetic field which is generated, and radio waves are passed, and it will help in getting detailed images of the various tissues and organs which are present in the body. Okay, ionizing radiation is not used. We use ionizing radiation in this X-rays. So X-ray machines use ionizing radiations. Ultrasound waves are used in this ultrasound imaging, especially for these scans which are done. So for which we use ultrasound waves, and contrast dye is used in different techniques like this angioplasty, angiogram, etc. Okay, so the answer to this question is strong magnetic field and radio waves. So here again 29 students have given the right answer. Very few people have given the wrong answer. That is completely fine. So now we've got to know what MRI uses, and so now let us have a look at the scoreboard. So there seems to be no change in the top 3 places. So Anandi continues to be in the top position. Good job, Anandi. And second position it is Isaac, followed by Sujit. We have 2 new entries, Gaushika and Monisha, and Manigandan seems to have himself, he seems to be the highest climber, so he has increased his score by 7 places. Good job, Manigandan. Now let us move to the third question. Others can also catch up. Okay, no, don't give up. So let us move to the third question. So here we have the third question. Increase in repo rate by the Reserve Bank of India results in which of the following situations? So first option is borrowing from the RBI becomes cheaper. Mobilization of more deposits by commercial banks. Third option, no change in the liquidity in market. And fourth, decrease in the money supply in the market. Yes, so these are the 4 options. This question needs a little thinking. So first, try to recollect what repo rate is and then try to apply. You will easily get the answer. And the time is up. Okay, so very good. Most of you have given the right answers. About 30 people have given the correct answers. So the answer to this question is decrease in the money supply in the market. Now let me tell you what this repo rate is to those who do not know what this is. So repo rate is the rate at which the commercial banks borrow money from the Reserve Bank of India. So there is an interest rate which the RBI charges for lending money to the commercial banks. Now imagine the commercial banks are the customers and RBI is increasing the interest rate for the loans it provides to the commercial banks. So what is going to happen? It will demotivate the commercial banks from borrowing money from the RBI. When the commercial banks do not have enough money, then what will happen? There won't be sufficient money for the commercial banks to lend to the common people. So naturally what will happen is when the RBI increases the repo rate, there will be a decrease in the money supply in the market because commercial banks will not have sufficient amount of money to lend to the people. So this is used as a technique by the RBI in situations to control the supply of money in the market, especially during the times of inflation. Okay, so yes, as I told, the answer is decrease in the money supply in the market. Now let us have a look at the scorecard. We'll see whether there are any changes in the scorecard. Yes, there seems to be a change. So Gaushika has now secured the top position. Good. Followed by Anandi, Manigandan, Monisha and Sujit. Good job guys. And we see that Harry is the highest climber. So he's increased his score by 6 places. Good job. Now let us continue with the next question, the fourth question of today's quiz. So question number 4. Liquid nitrogen finds its application in which of the following? Okay, so you have 3 options: cryopreservation of blood, cooling of superconductors, freezing and transporting of food products. Okay, and the options are 1 and 2 only, 2 and 3 only, 1 and 3 only, and 1, 2 and 3. Okay, so you have 8 more seconds. Yes, so be quick in answering. Yes, we have the answers. So here, yes, we have the table and we see that majority of you have given the right answers. 26 students have given the correct answer, which is 1, 2 and 3, which means liquid nitrogen finds its application in all of the things that were displayed. So liquid nitrogen is a cryogenic gas, meaning it is stored under very less temperature. It has a very less boiling point and it will easily vaporize at room temperature. That is why under very high pressure and very low temperature it is maintained at a liquefied stage. So it's a liquefied gas. Okay, it has various applications. It is mainly used for, especially in this food industry, for preparation of ice cream, for transporting this food products. They shouldn't get rotten soon, right? So for transportation of food products. And it is also used in the medical field for preservation of this tissues, sperms, egg cells, etc. And as well as for cooling these superconductors. So superconductors, there can be very high amount of heat energy that is generated. In order to keep the temperature down, this liquid nitrogen is used. Okay, so now let us have a look at the scorecard and see if there are any changes. So no change in the top position. So Gaushika continues to retain her first position. Good job. And Anandi, Monisha, Sujit, I have always been there, but we have a new entry, Kayalviri, good job. And it's been a tough round. 5 players have lost their answer streak of 3. Come on guys, don't lose hope. We still have many more questions to go. Let us move to the next question, the 5th question of today's quiz. Here you have the question. H5N1 virus is sometimes mentioned in the news with reference to which one of the following diseases? And the options are AIDS, bird flu, dengue and swine flu. Yes, so H5N1 virus, we might have heard this a lot of times in the news channels if you have been keenly watching the news. So here we have the answers, so scorecard. So we have 27 students who have given the right answers, good job, and 12 people have taken swine flu as the option. So I think you might have got a little confused between swine flu and bird flu. So H5N1 is an avian influenza virus. It's a type of this avian influenza virus, and it is predominantly associated with this bird flu. And mostly this H5N1 virus does not spread from the birds to the animals as well as the human beings. But in rare situations, it might happen. But generally, it does not spread. So it is mostly spreading among the birds. Okay, so now let us look at the scorecard. Let us see if there are any changes. As usual, Gaushika continues to retain her first position. Good job. So you've retained this position for quite a long time. Keep it going. So Sujit has come forward, Monisha, Kayalviri and Ranjit. Okay, so you are the top 5 people in this particular round. Good job. And 6 players have hit their answer streak of 3 consecutive right answers. Good job guys. So let's move to the next question without any delay. So question number 6. Conservation reserves in India are notified under which of the following acts? The first, it's Forest Conservation Act of 1980, Environmental Protection Act of 1986, Wildlife Protection Amendment Act of 2002 and Scheduled Tribes and Other Traditional Forest Dwellers Act of 2006. Okay, so you have to tell which of the following acts have notified conservation reserves under them. Yes, 3 more seconds. Okay, so this question seems to have a little bit of confusion between the first Forest Conservation Act and Wildlife Protection Act because very close answers. So 12 students have given A as the answer, that is Forest Conservation Act as the answer, and 17 have given Wildlife Protection Amendment Act as the answer. However, the right answer is this Wildlife Protection Amendment Act. So let me tell you what these conservation reserves are. So the conservation reserves are regions like the buffer regions which are mostly found around these national parks, wildlife sanctuaries. They can be migration corridors which will separate 2 national parks or wildlife sanctuaries, and they are notified under this Wildlife Protection Amendment Act. Okay, so remember this. And now let us have a look at the scorecard. Okay, yes, now there seems to be a slight change in the table. So Sujit has stopped. Good job Sujit, followed by Gaushika, Anandi, Monisha and Kayalviri. 3 players have reached answer streak 4. Good, that is 4 continuous right answers. Good job and great. Others, you can still catch up, don't give up. Now let us continue and go about to the next question. Question number 7. So who is the founder of Atmiya Sabha in Calcutta? Okay, you have 4 options. First, it's Debendranath Tagore. Second option is Rajaram Mohan Roy. Third option, Swami Dayanand Saraswati. And fourth option is Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar. Okay, so who is the founder of Atmiya Sabha in Calcutta is the question. So you have 10 seconds. 5 more seconds. Okay, yes. So the answer to this particular question is Rajaram Mohan Roy. So Atmiya Sabha was established in the year 1815 by the person called Rajaram Mohan Roy. So as we all know, he is a social reformer, and the ultimate objective of establishing this Sabha was to bring in debates and discussions in the society about different topics that will bring in a social reformation. And this Atmiya Sabha later on paved way for the development of this Brahmo Samaj. Okay, so in this particular question, we see that most of you have given incorrect answers. We've got 16 people who have chosen Debendranath Tagore as the answer, but however it is incorrect. So it was Atmiya Sabha was founded by Rajaram Mohan Roy. Okay, so kindly remember this. Now let us have a look at the scorecard. Since many of you have given the incorrect answers, there might be a change in the scorecard. So let us have a look at it. So yes, now Gaushika is still fighting. She's come back to her position. Good. And we have Sujit in the second place, Anandi, and we have two new entries, Ashwin and Madhu. Good job, guys. So Ashwin has the highest answer streak of 5. Good job, Ashwin. Keep up your streak. Now let's move to the next question. So the 8th question of today's quiz: where was the third Buddhist council held? Okay. So Buddhist councils were held in different places by different kings. The question is specifically about the third Buddhist council, and so the options are Kashmir, Rajagriha, Vaishali and Pataliputra. Okay, so you have 5 more seconds. Yes, so good job. Most of you have given the right answer. The answer to this particular question is Pataliputra. Yes, the third Buddhist council was held in Pataliputra in 250 BC. Okay, it was held under the patronage of King Ashoka, and it was presided over by Mogaliputra Tishu. Okay, so this was where the third Buddhist council was held. So 21 students have given the right answer. Yes, now let us see the scorecard. So there seems to be a lot of changes in the scoreboard. So Ashwin has now topped the table. So Madhu, followed by Madhu, Gaushika, Manigandan and Sujit, up 8 places. So Venk, he seems to be the highest climber. Okay, good job. Now let us move to the next question, that is the 9th question of today's quiz. So Babur founded the Mughal Empire. So he was a descendant of whom is the question. So you have 4 options. The first option is Timur, second option is Malik Ahmad, third option is Zainul Abidin and fourth option is Rana Hamid. Okay, so Babur, he was the founder of this Mughal dynasty. So the question is, he was a descendant of who among the following? So yes, most of you have given the right answer. Most of you, that's really nice. About 25 of you given the correct answers. The answer is Timur. So Babur has he has Timur as the, from the father's side, that is from the paternal side, he was a descendant of Timur. From the maternal side, he was a descendant of this great king of Genghis Khan. Okay, and he was of course the founder of, you know that Babur is the founder of the Mughal dynasty. So good, most of you have given the right answers. Now let us have a look at the scoreboard. So yes, Ashwin continues to retain his top position. Good job. Followed by Madhu, Gaushika, Manigandan and Sujit. So Kavya is back. Yes, Kavya, you're back with an answer streak of 3. Continue. You might get the top position also. Others, yes, continue to participate. Let's move to the next question. That is the 10th question of today's quiz. In which year the Lucknow Pact was signed? So the Lucknow Pact is the pact which is signed in which year? So the options are 1915, 1916, 1922 and 1912. Okay, so you have 10 more seconds for answering this question. So be quick. Yes, now most of you have given the right answer for this question also. 29 of you have given the right answers. Good job. So yes, 1916 was the year in which Lucknow Pact was signed. So the Lucknow Pact was signed between this Indian National Congress and the All India Muslim League, and it in fact brought these two parties together. So the Lucknow Pact promised for providing separate electorates for the Muslims as well as increased representation. So this is why this pact is very, very significant, and it played an important role in bringing these two parties together. Okay, so and it was signed in the year 1916. Now let us have a look at the scoreboard. So Ashwin continues to retain his position. So Ashwin and followed by Madhu, Gaushika, Manigandan and Sujit. Good job. So we seem to have the same names which are continuing. 3 in a row. Yes, good job. Now others, you still have time. All that you have to do is just be quick in answering so that your points will increase drastically. So let us now move to the 11th question in today's quiz. So Yakshagana is a classical dance popular in which state? Okay, the options are Maharashtra, West Bengal, Karnataka and Bihar. So it's a very, very popular classical dance. It's held every year in one particular state, and it will attract so many tourists from all over India. Okay, so yes, good. Again, most of you have given the right answers. 26 students have given the correct answer. Yes, the answer is Karnataka. So it's a very, very classical, very, very popular classical dance form which is which is done in Karnataka. Yes, now let us look at the scoreboard. So not much change. So we have Ashwin who continues to retain his position, followed by Madhu, Gaushika, Manigandan and Sujit. So 7 players have hit an answer streak of 3. Good job, guys. Now let us move to the next question, the 12th question. Who were the founders of the Dravidian style of architecture? Okay, and the options are Cholas, Pandyas, Pallavas and Cheras. Okay, so these are the 4 options. So Dravidian style of architecture is the style which is followed in the southern part of India. So the question is asking about the founders. So here we have the answers. So 22 of you have given the right answer. Sorry, there seems to be a lot of wrong answers in this particular question. I'm sorry. So 22 of you have given the incorrect answer. It is not Cholas, it is Pallavas. So Pallavas were the founders of the Dravidian style of architecture. So a very classic example of this Dravidian style of architecture is what you find in Mahabalipuram. So you have beautiful sculptures, the style of temples, the show temple. These are all classic examples of this Dravidian style of architecture. So the founder is Pallavas. Okay, so remember, it's not Cholas. So now let us have a look at the scoreboard. So there seems to be a slight change. However, the 5 people continue to remain the same. First, it is Ashwin. Good job, Ashwin. You are retaining your position for quite a long time. Followed by Gaushika, Madhu, Sujit and Manigandan. Okay. Yes. Now let us move to the 13th question of today's quiz. Yes, so a lunar eclipse is a situation when the earth comes between the sun and the moon. The second statement is the moon comes in between the sun and the earth. Okay, so the options are 1 only, 2 only, both 1 and 2 and neither 1 nor 2. Okay, so think and answer. Lunar eclipse. Okay, so most of you have given the right answer. However, there seems to be a very slight confusion between the second statement also, because 14 students have given the wrong answer. So let me explain what lunar eclipse is. So lunar eclipse is a situation where you will find that the earth's shadow will fall on the moon and the moon will completely become dark. You might have witnessed this. Slowly you will find that the moon is getting darker and it will completely black out and then it will start re-emerging. So this phenomenon is what we call as lunar eclipse. For the lunar eclipse to happen, the alignment should be in such a way that the earth will come in between the sun and the moon. The sun, earth and the moon should be aligned in a straight line, and the earth should come in between the sun and the moon. When this happens, when this alignment is going to fall straight, what will happen is the earth will completely block the sunlight, and that is why we will find a shadow, the shadow of the earth falling on the moon. So we know that moon does not generate its own light, it reflects the light of the sun. So when earth is going to block this sunlight, the moon will get into darkness and it will completely black out. This phenomenon is what we call as lunar eclipse. Okay, so now let us have a look at the scoreboard. So Ashwin again continues to remain in the top position. So now Madhu is gearing up. She's come to the second position. Good job, followed by Gaushika, Manigandan and Sujit. Yes, so good job guys. Keep it up. Now Madhi is making a comeback with 3 in a row. Good job Madhi. You can still make it to the top 5. So now let us move to the next question. So the next question is, which rocks are formed due to cooling, solidification and crystallization of hot and molten magma? Okay, so the options are sedimentary rocks, metamorphic rocks, igneous rocks and none of the above. Okay, so think. So the rocks which are formed due to cooling, solidification and crystallization of hot and molten magma. So few more seconds. So good, most of you have given the right answer. So this is a quite simple question. So the solidification of hot molten magma will result in the formation of igneous rocks. Okay, so they are also known as the primary rocks. Sedimentary rocks are formed because of the compaction of the sediments. Okay, the weathering of rocks results in production of a lot of sediments, and over the years when they are compacted, layers of deposition over these debris and sediments will result in the formation of sedimentary rocks, whereas metamorphic rocks are formed when these sedimentary rocks and igneous rocks are subjected to very high temperature and pressure, which will alter their chemical structure also. So these are the 3 types of rocks, and now let us have a look at the scoreboard. So Ashwin continues. He is also having the highest answer streak of 12. Very good job Ashwin, followed by Madhu, Manigandan, Gaushika and Sujit. Okay, so now we are moving to the final question of today's quiz, the last question. Now the movement of ocean water from the equatorial region towards the pole is called what? Okay, and the options are cold currents, warm currents, both A and B, neither A nor B. So you have 15 more seconds. Come on quick, even sometimes the last question can be a game changer. You can still make it. Okay, most of you have given the right answers. Yes, it refers to the warm current. So we have the ocean water which is continuously moving due to different factors like temperature and salinity. So when we say the movement of ocean water from the equator to the poles, logically near the equator we have the highest amount of insolation, right? Therefore obviously the temperature will be higher and the ocean water will be warmer. So since the ocean water is warmer, it expands and becomes light, and it moves from the equatorial region towards the polar region. So that is what we call as warm ocean currents. So the cold ocean currents, on the other hand, they come from the pole region towards the equator region. Okay, yes. So now let us have a look at the scoreboard. So the third position is got by Manigandan. Good job. Second position by Madhu, and first position is Ashwin. Yes, very good. Congratulations to all the winners. Good job. And others, you also participated really well. There was a very close competition. So all these top three players will be given their prizes. So you can send your number to this and collect your prizes. Yes, so today's quiz, I hope everyone enjoyed today's quiz. So we'll meet you again in at another interesting quiz, and please do participate in such quizzes. It will definitely be a great support to your preparation. You can participate in the general quiz as well as the UPSC quiz, which happens every Friday. Thank you so much and have a great day.